The United States, a nation of laws, often conceals a hidden layer of legislative eccentricity. Beyond familiar traffic rules, a sprawling collection of state and local ordinances defy modern logic. These peculiar statutes, relics of forgotten eras or reactions to long-past incidents, remain silently on the books. They offer a captivating, sometimes bewildering, glimpse into America's diverse legal landscape, reminding us that even the most commonplace acts, like driving, can intersect with pure absurdity and historical whim. This journey unveils the unexpected legal quirks shaping our roads. To grasp these unusual laws, we must look to the past. Many weren't ill-intended, but emerged from unique historical, social, or technological conditions. Fear of horse-drawn gridlock, local decency concerns, or isolated animal incidents could trigger a new statute. These laws testify to how specific communities, reflecting distinct values and immediate challenges, once legislated for problems now entirely foreign to our modern, interconnected world, creating legislative echoes that persist today, shaping the quiet corners of our legal code without our conscious awareness. The presence of animals on our roads has inspired extraordinary regulations. In Alaska, while tying a dog to a car roof is forbidden, one is legally permitted to transport a polar bear inside the vehicle, provided it is supervised. This vividly illustrates unique wildlife considerations and legislative imaginations. Similarly, Massachusetts and New Hampshire surprisingly prohibit driving with a gorilla in the back seat, begging questions about specific incidents that might have led to such peculiar, shared protections for primates on our highways, hinting at forgotten tales of animal encounters. Arizona, defined by its desert and iconic flora, introduces a unique environmental dimension to its driving laws. It is illegal to have more than 2 cacti in your car at once. This specific measure combats plant poaching and safeguards the state's natural heritage. Complementing this, Arizona also prohibits driving in reverse on a public road. This more conventional safety regulation demonstrates how even minor driving maneuvers can be specifically codified to ensure traffic order and prevent accidents on public thoroughfares, reflecting a blend of ecological and practical concerns within the state's legal framework. The soundscape of Arkansas's roads is unexpectedly governed by legislative decree. It is illegal to honk your horn at a sandwich shop after 9 p.m. This hyper-specific restriction, targeting both time and location, strongly suggests a historical grievance concerning late-night noise, seeking peace near residential areas. Further, the state outlaws installing a car alarm that sounds like a person singing. While seemingly humorous, this law likely emerged from nuisance complaints, aiming to prevent overtly disruptive or annoying auditory experiences in public spaces, prioritizing quiet and local tranquility. Even in California, driving laws extend to personal conduct and attire, revealing curious local specifics. While jumping from a car moving at 65 miles per hour is broadly outlawed for safety, the city of Glendale prohibits sleeping in a parked car on a public road. Additionally, another California law forbids wearing a bathrobe while driving. These distinct rules underscore varying community standards and perceived safety risks, demonstrating how smaller jurisdictions can append their own unique regulations onto broader state statutes, creating a patchwork of personal prohibitions that might surprise many drivers. Colorado's statutes present a peculiar mix of the arcane and the practical. In Denver, an intriguing, yet baffling, ordinance makes it illegal to drive a black car on a Sunday. This specific color and day restriction points to an archaic blue law or a historical event whose context is now largely forgotten, a true legislative enigma. Extending beyond motorized vehicles, Colorado also prohibits riding a horse under the influence. This law sensibly applies safety principles from conventional driving to equestrian travel, acknowledging impaired judgment poses a risk regardless of the mode of transport. The seemingly private act of changing clothes in one's car unexpectedly becomes a public offense in both Delaware and Oregon. This shared prohibition speaks to broader societal expectations regarding public decency and decorum, aiming to prevent activities deemed inappropriate in visible public spaces. These laws subtly remind us that a vehicle's interior, though perceived as personal, is often still subject to public scrutiny and regulation when situated on public property. They highlight the delicate balance between individual privacy and collective societal standards within the legal framework. Florida, known for its vibrant image, also maintains strict regulations concerning vehicle maintenance and security. It is illegal to leave your car unlocked with the keys in the ignition, a straightforward measure designed to deter theft and enhance public safety. Furthermore, the state can fine drivers for operating a vehicle with a broken windshield. This particular statute emphasizes roadworthiness, recognizing that structural integrity is vital for driver and passenger protection. These practical, yet sometimes overlooked, laws underscore Florida's commitment to orderly and safe roads, impacting daily driving habits. In Georgia, certain public actions, even when performed from inside a vehicle, are deemed unlawful. It is explicitly illegal to spit from a car or bus. This ordinance, focused on public hygiene and maintaining cleanliness, reflects a broader desire for civility in shared spaces. More strikingly, the state also prohibits driving through a playground. While intuitively dangerous, the very existence of such a law hints at a past incident or recurring issue that necessitated its formal codification, serving as a stark reminder of historical legislative challenges concerning child safety and community welfare. Illinois offers truly perplexing driving regulations that challenge common sense. It is illegal to drive with a bowling ball in your back seat. The origin of such a hyper-specific prohibition remains a mystery, inviting speculation about past incidents related to safety or peculiar local mischief. This bizarre rule highlights how certain items, seemingly innocuous, can unexpectedly become the subject of legislative concern. It's a testament to the random historical quirks that often find their way into the vast and sometimes baffling tapestry of state law, surprising many drivers with its particularity. Kansas introduces an interesting blend of noise control and cargo restrictions on its roadways. It is illegal to screech your tires, a law likely aimed at curbing reckless driving and reducing noise pollution, thereby contributing to a more peaceful community environment. Even more particular is the prohibition against transporting a dead chicken in your car. This peculiar regulation could stem from public health concerns, efforts to prevent the spread of disease, or simply a measure to avoid unpleasant odors and sights on public roads, painting a vivid picture of specific, bygone local concerns and sensitivities. Kentucky presents a curious juxtaposition of whimsical and practical driving laws. It's illegal to drive a car with an ice cream cone in your back pocket. The sheer specificity of this rule sparks immediate curiosity, likely originating from a historical incident involving melting confections, stained upholstery, or perhaps a local health ordinance. Complementing this, the state also wisely prohibits hunting from a moving vehicle. This practical rule, designed to ensure fair chase and public safety, underscores a commitment to ethical and safe practices, even amidst the more unusual statutes still on the books. New Jersey stands out with a modern, yet persistently distinctive, driving law. It is illegal to pump your own gas. This prohibition, a perennial point of confusion for out-of-state drivers, is primarily justified by safety concerns, with legislators arguing that trained attendants are better equipped to handle gasoline safely. It's also linked to job creation, preserving a unique full-service experience. This regulation remains one of the most widely discussed and distinctive automotive statutes in the country, continually sparking debates about convenience versus safety and the role of government. Pennsylvania's legal history offers a peculiar insight into bygone concerns about exotic animals. Here, it is illegal to tie a camel to a parking meter. While the image is certainly amusing, this law likely originated as a practical measure to prevent traffic obstruction and potential public disturbance caused by large animals in urban environments. This seemingly archaic rule, mirrored in some other states, highlights the enduring influence of past societal anxieties on contemporary legal codes, even as the likelihood of its modern enforcement has dramatically dwindled into historical anecdote. Perhaps the most universally baffling category of laws are those that prohibit the utterly impossible, driving a car without a steering wheel. A remarkable 13 states, including Illinois, New Mexico, North Dakota, Oklahoma, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Vermont, Virginia, Washington, West Virginia, and Wisconsin explicitly codify this prohibition. While seemingly self-evident for any functional vehicle, its recurring presence in state statutes points to a legislative desire for absolute clarity, or perhaps a historical period where unusual vehicle modifications compelled lawmakers to address even the most extreme, improbable hypotheticals. The practical implications of these bizarre laws are often minimal. Many are rarely, if ever, enforced, existing primarily as historical curiosities rather than active deterrents. Yet, their continued presence means they could theoretically be invoked, serving as a subtle reminder that ignorance of the law is no excuse. These statutes highlight the immense volume of legislative output over centuries and the ongoing challenge of systematically reviewing and updating old laws. They stand as humorous testaments to legal inertia, where an ordinance, once deemed necessary, simply remains on the books. From polar bears in passenger seats to prohibited bathrobes and phantom steering wheels, the legal tapestry of American driving is a fascinating journey into the delightfully absurd. These laws, though mostly harmless relics, offer a unique lens through which to observe the evolution of society, technology, and governance itself. They remind us that even in the most regulated aspects of our lives, there's always room for a touch of human peculiarity. So, next time you hit the road, remember, you might not just be driving a car, you're driving through history, one bizarre statute at a time.